Good morning, happy Sunday. I am already feeling a little bit like I wrote down a lot of things I wanted to do today, and I do think I never even checked any of the things off from last night. I do think these are all also, if you watch yesterday's vlog, I got a tattoo and the whole story behind it is in that vlog. And I have this clear band-aid on it that is already like starting to get, I mean, I slept, right? So this is what we're dealing with for the next 5 days, 4 days at this point. Anyways, most of this I think is feasible to get to today and around. I mean, there's a lot of sports I want to watch today, and I'd like to, if I can, enjoy them like relaxing, but that means I'm going to do some things, like I'm going to be thoughtful about when I do things, etc. So let's get that all mapped out. I have it mapped out in my head. I was like thinking about it while I was pouring my coffee, while I was waiting for the water to boil, but I need to get it out of my head and down on paper. So I'm using this notepad, which is mine that I designed. I shared about that in a vlog a few days ago. If you want to grab it, the link is in the description box. You can get the physical notepad. You can also get the download. I'm so excited. So it is about 8:30 and I need to finish up a few things for the merch because it does launch today. On the back end, I can't like set, it's not like a video. I can't say like go live at 9 a.m. Eastern time. I have to go in and toggle all of those myself. They're all in draft. So I'm going to do that. That's the first thing I'm going to do after I'm done filming this clip. And then I'd like to squeeze in 2 things before the World Cup starts at 10. So I'd like to clean my office, and then I'd like to get my nails done, hopefully. Like paint them myself, not get them done, you know what I mean? So we did this, and then the World Cup. It's from 10 to 12-ish. I mean, if it goes into extra time, it'll be longer, but tentatively 10 to 12. What I want to get done during halftime. I finally found the gray one, y'all. Okay, during halftime, I want to go run all of my errands. I guess I could have done the dots for these ones too, but it's fine. Which is, actually, what time does I need to check what time the UPS store opens, see if that's even possible. But it's Dwayne Reed for the photo for December Daily, UPS, and I need to grab one thing from the grocery store for the recipe. Okay, then the 2 things I'd like to get done right after that are doing December Daily, now that I would have the photos in my hands, and then getting the soup in the crock pot once I grab that last ingredient. So December Daily, soup, UPS, merch, World Cup. I'm just making sure I'm capturing it all. Then my Cowboys play at 1. Like, at first, honestly, I thought I wasn't going to get that game because it's a 1 o'clock game, which means there's a lot of games on the same channel, and it just depends on where you live. But I checked this morning, and because the Giants game is tonight and the Bills game was yesterday, and the Jets, I don't know when the Jets game was. It doesn't matter. The Cowboys, we get the game. So I'm really excited about that. So I definitely want to watch that. So that is probably going to go until about 4-ish. And then the thing I would like to do during that halftime is plan my week, because I want to do it in here top down. I want there to still be daylight. So that I'm hoping to snag during halftime. And then that's it, basically. That's it. Like, that's a very detailed list. I'm not usually this intricate on a Sunday, but it's a unique Sunday since we're leaving later this week to go out of town. Then the only other thing is I do want to watch the Sunday night football game. The Washington versus the Giants is tonight. So the one thing I want to make sure I get to before then is I want to do my PM routine and shower before that game so I can just relax and watch that game. So then during the rest of this white space here, I'm going to go ahead and just put everything else in the to-do lists, and then I'll fill it in. Like, I don't need to give it times. So I'm gonna do, typically if I was using this on a weekday, I would put work and then personal. Yeah, I'm still gonna do it that way. I need to get to these work things today. Okay, so the work things I need to do, well, maybe I shouldn't have done it that way, because really actually the only thing I need to get to today for sure is the content plan. Because I'm gonna film those videos tomorrow, and I haven't quite finished mapping them out. I got through like the whole rest of the content plan last week, except mapping out the 3 videos I'm planning to film tomorrow. That won't be out until January, but you know, holidays. Okay, so then personal. First one to put on here is laundry, because that's just gonna happen like around everything else. I'm gonna get a load going and we'll just go from there. And then get a pack list started. Maybe start packing. We will see. And then what else is here? And then down here in this section, I'm gonna put tomorrow. I'm definitely pushing my planner stack to tomorrow because I'm not actually gonna get ready today, and I'm gonna be ready to film tomorrow, so it'll be cuter in tomorrow's vlog. And then shopping. There is something I ordered as a gift that does not look like it's gonna arrive, and I've got to get my gifts for the new year or for Christmas mailed out. So I'm gonna have to go buy that thing in person. I know that's not what I wanted to do because I wanted to save time and order it, but it's not, like, it's delayed, so it's not gonna be here. So I need to go shop. And when I say tomorrow, the planner stack for sure will happen tomorrow. That might happen on Tuesday. No, that really also needs to happen tomorrow so that I can mail stuff on Tuesday. All right, the other thing that I might need to do today is like update my brain dump list and see realistically, okay, what is getting done before we leave on Wednesday morning. All right, that's a lot for a Sunday. I understand, but we have 2 days this week and then we're leaving to go home, so let's get to it. All right, good thing I haven't moved the camera yet because I also totally forgot today is the first night of Hanukkah. So we will, I let Charlie in also. If you guys didn't know, or if you're new here, my husband is Jewish, and so we've had the menorah's been out since I like took all the holiday decor. It's just part of our holiday decor, but we need to, which means, I need to go make a list for these things because I need to add candles. I thought I had some because some years we're not here for the entire duration of Hanukkah, so we don't use all the candles because my mom already bought candles for her menorah back in Chicago, but I need to buy candles today at one of these places. Hi. All right, well, my day is already slower than my brain thought it was going to be capable of, which I should have known that. Like, it's a Sunday. I'm not moving as quickly as that very detailed plan that I made, which is fine because the only reason I made it that detailed was with the attempt to be able to watch sports today and enjoy them and relax and not feel like I need to work while I'm watching them. If I could follow the plan, like that was the benefit of it. So being behind just means that I'm going to be working on something while I'm watching all of these sporting events, which is really not that big of a deal. So it's about 9:50 now, and I did get through all the merch stuff, and I got the office all tidied up, and I started a load of laundry, but I still haven't painted my nails, and that's definitely not going to happen in the next 10 minutes before the soccer match starts, which is fine. I will just paint my nails while I watch the match. I talked about this in a prior video that when you're watching soccer and you're not looking right at the screen, you don't necessarily know if someone's about to score. You just listen to the announcer's voice, and then when their inflection like gets excited and speed and louder, like you look up and something's probably about to happen. So it'll probably take me a little bit into the match to get through my nails, which is not a big deal. And then I went ahead and like got dressed and put on real clothes, took my pajamas off so that when halftime starts, I can immediately go out to run my errands. I realize it might be a smidge ambitious to go to all 3 places in 20 minutes. I mean, it's possible. It's totally possible. It really will come down to how long the lines are in each of those places, and actually if the UPS store is actually open, because it says it opens at 11. The timing might not work out, and so if it's not open, it's fine. I'll go to UPS tomorrow. It's not that big of a deal because the thing I'm picking up at UPS, actually maybe I'll just go ahead and cut UPS out of the plan to make sure I'm home by the second half, because the thing I'm picking up is another gift that I'm mailing out to somebody else, and I'm not going to work on that until tomorrow after I go shopping anyway, so I might as well just go ahead and cut that off. So I'm going to go ahead and cross that off for today. Also, I'm not actually getting ready for today. All I did was like brush through my hair, put up in a ponytail, put on all the layers that I put on my face. But one thing I will do, 2 things I will do when I'm not actually putting on any makeup, is I will go ahead and still brush through my eyebrows. I feel like it just makes them look nicer. And then I will also go ahead and curl my eyelashes. Like, I'm not gonna put any mascara on them, but I feel like even just giving them a curl, it does help that I have long, kind of thicker lashes. Of course, sometimes I get stuff that was on my mascara, but look, like, you see the difference? Like, these are curled and these are not. I just feel like it makes a difference. It makes me feel a little bit more awake and put together, but I'm not actually using any products or putting anything on my face. All right, I decided to just go run again for the holidays, although I'm getting my nails done with my mom when we're in Chicago on Thursday, so the 22nd. So I don't know actually what I'm gonna do then, because it will, like, I don't necessarily want to do a Christmas color because there's only a couple more days and then Christmas will be over. So I'll probably do something a little bit more like sparkly, neutral on New Year's. So wanted to go back to the red. All right, there's probably about 10-ish minutes left. Give it extra time. In the first half, I took longer to paint my nails. I just basically sat here and like would watch for a little bit in between coats. Argentina's up 2-0. Okay, was definitely over ambitious that I was gonna be able to fit that all in during halftime, which is fine. I've been watching it on my phone while I've been walking, and nothing has actually happened yet. But I'm headed home now. I'm thinking, since I already have the match pulled up on my phone, I might go ahead and like get started on this crockpot meal that I'm gonna make today. I was gonna wait until after, like I was gonna sit and watch the second half, but I think it's already up on my phone. I'll just prop myself up in the kitchen and get going on this crockpot meal so I can start cooking. Another day. Another kitty buried in the blankets. Yes, you're so cute. Hi, okay. I'll let you go back in there. All right, I'm glad I decided to go ahead and do this while I was watching the rest of the second half because it was a lot of chopping. I chopped up a bunch of carrots, and then I chopped up a bunch of potatoes, and then I seared the meat, and now I have all the ingredients in, and it says on high it's gonna take 5 to 6 hours, and it's already noon, so I'm really glad that I did this. So we're gonna put that lid on it and let that sit. The only other thing that the recipe has, I'll leave the recipe link down below. This is the first time I'm making it though, so no, I can't comment yet if it's good, is flour. It's the only thing I have left to add, so I just grab that and we'll put that there. And now I am probably gonna just relax and enjoy my guess when we've got 4 minutes left to see whether we're going into extra time. Oh my God, let me mute it. This match. Like I don't actually care who wins this game. I mean, I think Messi deserves it. Mbappe's got a lot to go. Like he's got a lot of career left. This is it for Messi. Like I kind of want that for him. But really, I really don't care. If I did, I would be losing it right now. This is bananas. This bananas. I don't know what it is about soccer, man, but this is making me emotional. I mean, I'm happy for Messi. He's the GOAT. But like, seeing these everybody's so happy, the coaches, Messi, the freaking keeper for Argentina, man, he's amazing. He is amazing. Wow, what a freaking match. And that took literally till 1 o'clock. So remember the stuff I was gonna do in between soccer and football? It's just not gonna happen till later. We'll see, maybe. I mean, the Cowboys are playing the Jaguars. Like I might start. But I love watching all this, like, all the celebration. It's cool. It's cool. I like sports. If you don't like sports, you're probably like, I don't care what you're talking about, but like, it's cool. It's especially on these like international scale, you know? Okay, I pulled the Cowboys game up on the TV in my office, but unlike soccer, American football never starts on time. So I'm gonna go ahead and I think do my December daily, and I might miss the beginning of the game, and it is what it is. So we are going to open up the advent calendar. Ooh, these little green trees. I mean, these are really cute, but I have a whole sheet of these that I bought, I don't know, either last year or the year before that. So cute, not as necessary for me since I already have all my own. But again, the advent calendar, financially, like monetary value, totally worth it. All right, first up is actually finishing up the story from yesterday, since I was going to get those photos reprinted and then get the big versions of the full group photos. I still somehow messed up these little 2x2 squares. Some of them are better and they're closer to 2x2, and some of them are still messed up. For the most part, I somehow end up with at least one good version of each picture, except for like one of them, which we'll get to. So right now I'm just kind of replacing them, trimming them down if I have to. Also trimming off the top of this 16:6 out a little bit at the top, but just getting the best version of each of these photos stuck into the page protectors. I really need to figure out what I did eventually figure out at some point how to make the collage into perfect 2x2 squares, but it was not today, and I was not about to go get them printed again. So I'm also finally sticking down the embellishments that are on pictures, since I didn't do that yesterday. And this last photo is the one that I don't really have a perfect version of. It's one option is too narrow and one option is too short. I think I end up going with the option that is too narrow. So that is how that ends up. And now figuring out what I'm going to do with the group photo, I decide that I want to go ahead and put it on some patterned paper. That way it goes all the way to the edge, like I can punch holes and it will still cover up all the way to the edge of the other page protector. It'll make more sense once we're done with it. So I'm kind of measuring that out and figuring out what size I need to make this paper. And I'm just using the same pattern paper that I used on the inside of the pocket so that it all goes together. And originally I was going to do a photo on one side and then journaling on the back, but I ultimately decided to do the
serious, if you can call it that, photo on one side and the silly photo on the back. And you'll see how I incorporate a little bit of journaling. So I pick another pattern paper so that I could put that on the back so it's not just white around that photo. And I get those two patterned pieces of paper stuck together. And then I get the photos stuck on either side of those patterned pieces of paper. This is definitely the most crafty that I've gotten this year in December Daily. So I get those pictures stuck down. And then on the front one, I add that wood veneer piece that says sweater season, since it was an ugly sweater party. And then before I get to the embellishment on the back, I actually go ahead and start to hole punch this. So I line it up, I grab my paper clip and line up the page protector with that page, and then I get those hole punch. I even kind of end up doing these little half punches on the ones where it doesn't totally go through, but I don't want the paper to get stuck when I'm trying to turn it. So then I add one of these red label stickers to the back and just write Sarah and Steph's ugly sweater party, just to document who was hosting it. I really do love how this day ultimately turned out. So story 17 is about my tattoo. And since I was working on the back of that 2x2 pockets page, I decided to go ahead and get the picture of my tattoo that the tattoo artist took printed out in a big 6x8. And now I'm cutting it down into little 2x2 squares. I do this pretty much every December Daily. I just really like how it ends up looking when you have one big photo that you cut into all these little pieces, and then how it comes together. You'll see when I flip it over. So once I get all the photos stuck into their little pockets, and now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to add a number, and I like this little clear 17 over just where that black is. And then originally I was going to use the heart for my journaling, but I ultimately go with this envelope because in the vlog I did say that I got a second one, so I'm going to get a photo of that printed and put it inside that envelope along with a journal card where I kind of talk about the process and my tattoos. So I am now trying to attach that 17 with my tiny attacher, and I end up having to refill it because it is out of little staples. So I get that refilled and then get that 17 attached to the one picture. I decide ultimately to keep this day very simple and not add any additional embellishments and just kind of let the tattoo speak for itself. Once I get the other photo printed out, I will add that and my journaling that I'm going to do off camera into the envelope.
That was perfect timing. I finished December Daily, look up at the Cowboys game. Perfect timing to watch Zeke score that first touchdown. Yay. Kitty, are you also watching the Cowboys game? Kitty. There she is. You're so cute. You're so cute. All right, let's soak up this last little bit of daylight, although my camera's doing a lot of the work here, to finish up today. The Cowboys lost, so good job, Cowboys. So that kind of killed my mood a little bit. Also, I just realized that this has coffee on it, probably from my disaster spill the other day. Anyway, so here's how today's going. Obviously, watch World Cup. I did December Daily. I haven't done the voiceover yet. That's why I haven't crossed it off. And then I haven't planned the week, but I've done a couple of other things. I did work on my brain dump. Basically, I took the version that I have in Word. I'm not sharing everything on this brain dump. And what I did was I picked 3 colors to do today, tomorrow, Tuesday, and then things I realistically could do in Chicago. Now, depending on how things go and how long things take me, some of those things I could get done now and not do them there, but they are things I realistically could do while I'm home. However, I made this plan and this list in during halftime, kind of intermittents during commercials and whatnot. And now one of the things that's on the list is finishing the content plan, and I am just not in the mood. So I'm gonna get the week set up. I was gonna actually put the stuff in the calendar, when I thought I was gonna do it, but the plan very much does depend on if I get those videos planned out today, because if I get them planned out today, then I can film them in the morning. But if I don't find the energy or the inspiration to do that today, then I have to do it tomorrow. And just with the way the lighting has been and the calls that I do have scheduled, I just don't think that's going to be feasible. So we're gonna plan like we did last week, where I put what is scheduled, what has a time slot down on paper, and then everything else I'll just play it by ear day by day and plan out each day as it comes. So I'll get my AM routine and my PM routine down, although I'll be in Chicago. Oh, so that's the negative of it being on this on this notepad. Sometimes I would probably just print out a new one, and I mean, it's my notepad. I can very easily just get a new one if I use it all, but it's gonna encourage me to be more thoughtful about not just starting over. So there is that to start. And then actually, just like we did last week, I'm gonna put prep video as first thing. Again, some of these might end up, but it doesn't have to go every day, actually, now that I say that. It only needs to go through Thursday, because after that, these videos are already pre-filmed. Actually, I've already prepped Friday's video. So I'm just gonna draw this line through Thursday. And again, some of them I might do the night before, but some of them I still might have to do the morning of. And like, let's be real, probably when I'm in Chicago, I'm not gonna be doing it at 7 a.m. That is what that looks like. Okay, so Monday I actually only have 2 calls. I have one here at 12:15. And again, what I would plan out is if I do get those videos planned today, I'll film them here. If not, then I'm either gonna plan them there or I'm gonna put my shopping there. We'll see what happens. And then I have another one at 2. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick my December daily and my communication routine in between those 2 things. All right, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but again, if I get those videos figured out today, I'll film here and then I'll shop here. Otherwise, I might shop here and like do other stuff here. Well, I would have to plan the videos tomorrow. I'm just not, guys, I'm not in the mood today. I normally am not a person that lets sports, like, it's just sports. It's not gonna impact my life forever. It's not that big, it's really not that big of a deal. But like in this moment, like the couple hours after blowing a game against a team that we, like the Cowboys should have definitely beat, sorry if you're a Jaguars fan, I'm just kind of frustrated. So then we have the Patreon call at 7 tomorrow night to set up January. I'm not expecting a ton of people live because it is still pretty early in the month. Usually we do this call way later in the month, but because of my travel plans, this is the day that we're doing it, and everyone can just catch the replay if they want to not do it this early. Last year I just did a pre-recorded one. Okay, so that's Monday. Tuesday, my first call isn't until 1, and then I have one right after it at 1:30, and then the next one is not until 4:30. With the one right behind it at 5:15. So I'm gonna go ahead and write 5:15 so I don't like think it's at 5 or think it's at 5:30. And then one last one at 7. So there's a lot more calls on Tuesday, which is why I kind of want to get the videos filmed tomorrow. We'll see. I feel like I need to stop talking about it. Okay, so then the 3 things like have to get done at some point on Tuesday: December daily communication and the Q&A answers. And then that's it. Well, I also, in my very original plan, had pack on today's schedule, but that's not gonna happen. I did make my pack list though. That I did do. This is something I just created myself. I have space at the top. I'm on a tangent now, where I put the day and then the outfits I need for those days. I have 2 versions of this. I have one that looks like this if it's 7 days or less, and then I have one that has 2 weeks if it's going to be longer than 1 week. And then I just highlight things that I need, add little notes if I need to. Yeah, that is what that looks like. Okay, so I'm going to write pack on Tuesday night. I will probably end up packing. I will definitely have to do some packing Tuesday night because Sam and I are doing where we like combine 2 suitcases together. And so I'm gonna have to pack all of our things together. Okay, and then on Wednesday we fly to Chicago. It's like here-ish, I don't know the exact. And then I'm gonna write it down just so I don't forget it, even though I probably won't forget it. I wanna get my mom to dye my hair. It is kind of desperately in need of it, so we're gonna do that first. And then I think our nail appointment is at 5. As I wrote that down, I was like, it's at 5 Central, and the rest of this is Eastern, but like, once I'm in Chicago, it's Central, so. And then we are apartment hunting on Thursday with my mom's realtor. I don't know why I was struggling to decide what I wanted to write there. It doesn't have a set end time, it's just when I don't know how many we're seeing. I don't know what the plan is, except she said to be ready at 11, so I'll just go ahead and draw that. And then we're going to the movies on Thursday night. None of this is really necessary, like planning out the fun stuff that we're doing in Chicago, but I'm gonna take this with me anyway. I have no idea what time our movie tickets are for. We're going to see the new Avatar movie, which I'm very excited about, although I still haven't seen the new Black Panther movie, so that kind of should have taken priority, but the rest of my family has already seen it. And then we don't have any set plans for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, there are some holiday stuff that I am not privy to who is coming over to it when, but like, we are not planning to leave the house. Hence, you can see that on my pack list. It's like almost the same things. Actually, I didn't write movies, although I probably will just wear the same outfit to both of these events. We're just hanging out, relaxing, all that jazz. So that is the plan for the week. And so coming back to this, what I'm gonna do for sure, like what I'm gonna for sure get to, oh, the other thing I added to my list that if I don't get to today, I have to do tomorrow is finish the prep work for this Patreon call. So I'm gonna do the December daily voiceover, and then by the time I'm done with that, it'll probably be sundown, and we can probably go ahead and do the Hannukah stuff. And then I will probably like go ahead and do this, even though I won't have eaten, but I'll do this like PM routine and shower, and then plop myself on the couch and get through what of these things I feel like I can get through, if any of them. We will see. Okay, I got Sam his own version of an advent calendar, but it's chocolate for Hannukah. So yay. All right, night one. I took these matches from, this is the restaurant we went to on Thanksgiving. It's not focusing. And they were just like super cute. So I've had them sitting here in our little Hannukah corner, which is mostly just gifts from our friend Brooke. This cute like cutting board that says Happy Hannukah, and this candle that we have never lit, but we're gonna light it tonight with the candles, matches. Ready?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lechol likner shel Hannukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim ha'hem b'azman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu la'azman hazeh.
All right, this is really coming along. I took a couple of bites. The meat is good. The potatoes are good. The carrots are not quite where I would want them to be. I would want them to be a smidge softer, but they're definitely edible. I mean, raw carrots are edible. So the next step in the process is to add flour to thicken it up. To be honest, I feel like that step is not necessary. I'm okay with it. Like it is like that. It smells amazing also. So I'm feeling really good. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it down. Well, I was thinking about turning it down on low because I don't want to overcook like the meat and whatnot, just because the carrots are not done yet. Oh, silly carrots. Let me try this one. Yeah, they're getting there. I'm gonna go and turn it down on low anyway, so we don't overcook anything else. And then after we eat, I'll turn it off and put all the leftovers away. All right, it's only 5 o'clock, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this vlog. I'm gonna go like take a shower. I might take I can't take a bath. Dang it. I was thinking I might take a bath, but I cannot because I'm not allowed to submerge my tattoo. And this one, one on my wrist, I can very easily keep out of the water, but dang it. Okay, well, I'm not taking a bath. I'm gonna take a shower and then hopefully sit on the couch and watch football. We could not get Fox to work on the TV in our living room. That's why we were sitting in here watching the game. It was also nice because it was brighter in here, and it was fine. Sam just brought his office chair in here and we like watched on my TV and here. And then I could like do things during commercials and whatnot, but I don't want to be in here anymore. It's dark and I want to be sitting out by my Christmas tree. So hopefully I can get football up on the TV out there, and we'll see how much energy I have to do. I don't know if you know it's energy, it's like mental capacity. You know what I mean? To like do the work things I was going to do tonight. Okay. I'm being rambly. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but every day here during Vlogmas. See you tomorrow. Dak, that is not the word I want. Kitty paw. Then I have, wow. So if I get those videos, blah, blah, blah.